So remember, we're only going to have that much. Right?
Lovely. Now, just a quick flash up. The Tri-K Decacon nesting dies there. We are down single figures, so please check out your baskets. $14.99, 909485. Get 12 dies. Dispatch on the 29th of September there. Or the Tris-K Decacon, however you want to say it, we don't mind. I'll just say it quickly then, it's no bother. Yeah, so don't miss out. Sorry there, Lou.
No, it's fine. I'm using my dirty pad here, but I'm just stamping on and off with my embossing powder. Ink, sorry, not powder. I'm just going to use a little bit willy-nilly. And it doesn't matter about there being a colour on it, because what I'm going to do, now you could choose any colour you want. I'm going to use gold because it's here. But it doesn't matter what colour. So I'm just going to emboss the gold areas. Now, so I'm putting the layering on, the gold on, embossing, and I'm going to end it with the die cuts, because the die cuts are so versatile. I wanted you to see that don't just have them as one colour. Use your embossing inks to change the colour of your die cuts, which I'm going to do. So never fails me, never fails. Warm up your gun.
That's it, heat up your gun.
Heat your gun up. Warm up your gun. And then it should just go, you know, be safe with it, but it should just turn straight away. If you don't, it's got a chance of buckling your paper too much. And you can see when you've done it, because it's no longer dull. So I'm just doing that. And again, your eye now travels to whichever one. It's travelling to my fingerprint at the moment because I can see it, but don't waft like this. Just as it goes, just take your gun like that. You'll see it move, and just move with it. This is a great root gun, this. So, just to show you what I mean, I've got that now. I've got that pattern. I've got the
fantastic,
the different. I mean, silver and gold
Lou.
with that. And then what I'm going to do is this. Going to get this wonderful die cut here, and I'm just going to press the. Now you can get inks or anything that you prefer at home to do this, but my advice is do not do it with your hands like this. Dry your hands, because otherwise you'll just emboss your fingers with, well, you won't, but you'll get it everywhere and it sticks.
That's from
everywhere.
the hex fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to get a couple of images in, Lou, just while you're
Oh yeah,
embossing.
please. This is brilliant.
This is from Judith. How beautiful is this?
Oh, look at that.
She made that with the new stamps.
That's
Isn't
the
that gorgeous?
flowers you can see,
Yeah,
can't you?
Isn't that lovely, Judith? We love that. And then Nick himself has been thinking of using said stamp for a feature wall in his living room. I love that.
Do you know what? He said that last night, and I was like, wonder what he means feature wall. Now I realise, but yeah, that's that 70s beautiful vibe, isn't it?
That's gorgeous, Nick. Oh, you could start making the wallpaper, Nick. I think this is an avenue for you.
It is.
He will post the picture when he's done, he says, when it's finished.
Brilliant.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It does. I love that idea. It's very fresh.
Yeah.
And you could just put that in a frame in your house and match all your decor to get to it.
Oh, such a good idea.
Or on baskets, anything you've got, boxes, anything.
That's such a good idea.
I've just embossed that with some ink and then some gold.
Yeah.
I'm just going. You want to get something to hold it, otherwise it will escape. And I've done it a little bit sort of patchy, because I quite like that, because it.
They're weathered.
Yeah, because it goes with the background, because you can see the black stamps in the background. I'm just going to very quickly, I'll cut it with scissors, cut this down. Now, this might not fit, but if it doesn't fit, it will just fit the... Might have to chop it down a little bit more. Yeah, chop it down a little bit more. I'll use the guillotine. Why didn't I just do that in the beginning? So, just always, like I say, cut later, because all these little bits are great for putting on your sayings on or anything like that. They're great. Perfect. Look at that. So, bit of glue on this.
We've got a good 5 minutes, Lou, just so you know.
Oh, brilliant. I've got loads of little techniques that I'm working. So I'll put that on there. So decide which way is up, it doesn't really matter. So I've got the patchiness of the background, and I did this on purpose. It is not the dye.
No.
I have left these in because I quite like that.
I like that as well, yeah.
What I've done is I've got patchiness on this when I've embossed and left areas that I haven't, and I'm just going to, oh, that's what I wanted to show you first. Look, it all matches, and you can just do as much as you want.
Build it up. Yeah.
So you can build it up massively. You can do it that way or that way. You can go any way you want and any shape. So if you want a specific shape coming down or building out, it'll be, the way it repeats is perfect. So I'm just going to put this in. Now, think, do you want it up here? Do you want a bit down there? And I'm beginning to think I quite like just having a little bit poking down there and a little bit here, just poking there, and I might even have that one there. So do all your dies.
This one's the hex fun, isn't it?
Yeah, do all of them if you want to emboss them. And again, I've got a different embossing technique on each side. One's heavier than the other, so you might, choose which ones you like. Have them pointing off or on your card, or use them whole. I quite like the idea of just ripping bits up. Where's the other bit? There it is. Ripping areas up and just using small areas rather than all of them, and then having one behind my saying. So I've got that there. Again, off to the corner. It's not in your face then. Just leave these to cut for later. You could do that before you cut that on. And I've got this here, which I quite like. So you've got black, you've got the gold, you've got all that. And there's a saying, this one here, and I thought this would be really nice done. I was thinking text, but then I thought, well, no, it doesn't really work on that. So what I thought I'd do is I've got this bit here that's half stamped, so this bit better. Just
got about just under 3 minutes there.
Oh, no problem. So I'm just going to do some really light stamping. I don't need a lot.
Don't forget the complete collection does include that free gift of the happy die as well. You get all of those dies. H1 stamps. I've lost track of how many dies. There's loads. 12 dies there, and your lovely bonus of the happy free die there worth £16.99 at the bottom of the screen there. You get that as well, and 3 FlexiBuy payments of £45.57. So yeah, further £15 saving
really
there.
good, that, isn't it?
Oh, it's
really
fantastic.
good.
Absolutely brilliant. 146370.
So I've just stamped in that. I'm just going to stamp this in and emboss it. And then what this will do is, it's quite grungy, this, so it really does work. So try and get this done. So I've done a little bit of background paper. Get rid of all the excess that you don't need.
Now, we like that one, don't we, Lou? Because it's all sort of distorted on purpose, isn't it?
I love that, because it doesn't... If you do make mistakes like me, then it allows for them. So what we could do now is to get a little piece of that just on there, take that... There, that's better. Just cut that off, and you'll see now the background resembles what I've done in the background of that. I could, if I had time, what I might do is just emboss areas of this.
Got about 60 seconds.
Oh,
now, don't forget, technical sellout on the Tri-K Decacon.
There we go.
So please check out your basket. 12 dies in that nest there, 13 size. Oh, we need to get Nick on the case of that. Everybody loves a Tris-K Decagon. Maybe they just like us trying to say it.
Yes, I think.
Complete collection, don't forget, A81 stamps, 12 dies, plus your bonus happy die for absolutely free. A further £15 saving if you're a Freedom Club member as well. 146370. And also just to flag up, 29th of September is the dispatch date. So, last 40 seconds,
right,
our lovely
well,
Lou.
I've decided I'm changing my mind, and what I'm going to do...
Shaking it up there.
Yeah, I'm going to have this cut up, because I don't want it all in one area, and I think by having it cut like that, I have now got something... I just chop those bits off. I'm not going to do it now, but that to me makes more sense. And then a little bit of this each side, so I'll leave it like that. Chop it off.
Lovely.
But you get the idea.
You get
You've
the
got
idea.
two little.
Thank you, Lou.
There we go.
Brilliant. And you can watch Lou's show last night at 5 o'clock. Thank you so much, lovely Lou.
Lovely.
Really appreciate it.
Wonderful.
Let's see what's still coming up today on Hochanda. Well, we've got the Karen Burniston one-day special, superb eye-catching cards. And then we will be visiting the jewellery box. And then we'll be felting with Frankie and Sydney.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitch Your Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Hochanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Hochanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Freedom members badge, newsletters, competitions and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Hi, I'm Hayley. Join me for some amazing Fabric Freedom shows. Fabric Freedom design all their fabrics here in the UK, and they design them with quilters in mind, so they're really good at picking out those unidirectional prints, really nice and small prints so you can work on smaller patchwork projects, and paste prints as well, which is one of their signature fabrics. They do lots more fabrics besides quilting cottons, so tune in to the Fabric Freedom shows here on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay from Indigo Blue, and we've been established for 7 years, and together with my husband Alfie we design and manufacture our own in-house red rubber stamps. We also have our own range of paints, lushes and stencils. We're so proud that we've now got a reputation for such high quality products and the detail that we can manage to get in our stamps. What I really love about Hochanda is I get to demonstrate lots of different techniques for you to understand how to use our products and hopefully inspire you. I've got loads of fantastic ideas buzzing around in my head, so I can't wait to get those filtered into our products and out to you at home. So grab a cup of tea, join me and the team from Indigo Blue on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Catherine Sturrock and I bring to Hochanda my company Character Crafts. Character Crafts brings to you our laser cut designs. Each design is designed by myself. We cut them on the laser machines here in Doncaster and bring the products to you at home. Character Crafts is suitable for all ages and all abilities, so I hope that I can inspire you and help you along with your crafting. I like to show you how to use different paint techniques and different techniques to bring the characters alive, and use various mediums to decorate, and I also use air dry clay for decorating with the flowers. So make sure you look out for the Character Craft shows on Hochanda. I hope to see you soon.
Hello, very good morning to you. Now, I'm very excited to be here. My lovely friend Paola and the One Day Special. Good morning, Paola.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, very well. We've had a lovely first hour there with, well, both yourself and Lou, quite frankly, because I kept asking you things.
Un diamante es para siempre.
No, I love it when she speaks Spanish to me. Oh, I feel like such an ignoramus. What did you say? What did you...
I just said that a diamond is forever.
Ah, there we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Paola is with me, and we've got a beautiful, beautiful One Day Special from Karen Burniston, haven't we?
It is. Well, if you don't know about Karen, she's a civil engineer, and what she does is also she's obviously a paper crafter. So what she does is come up with these amazing ideas on how to do cards or for art journals or something like that, completely completely flat, and then when you open them up, look at that. Look at that dimension that this has got. Now, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it? I just think and you can do it, and you can do it so easily.
Yeah, and this is what's so gorgeous about the dies themselves, because they're a real feature. It's an excitement when you open it. So in this One Day Special, we are getting all those beautiful dies to do that lovely pop-up tree. So it takes out all the angst. I remember that about Karen now, her being an engineer. So she's really thought it through. So it makes it easy for you, as Paola said. Then we've also got included in this collection these beautiful sentiment dies as well. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Winter Seasons Greetings. So if I just give you an idea of the size there, and as Paola said, I mean, we've got what's the samples. I mean, these are show-stopping cards in terms of not knowing or the expectation, and then the reveal. I mean, I mean, how much would you pay for a card like this, Paola? I mean, it's quite astonishing. This is just gorgeous. There was a man I saw at a train station. Where was I travelling? Can't remember now. Anyway, and he was selling. Oh, I mean, look at that with the material. And there were things to do with London, so it was like Trafalgar Square, Big Ben. Yeah. Now, the little ones were £5, and the big ones were £8 each.
Absolutely, and the thing is that
people were buying them.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember I was sent a card like similar to this from my mother, and my mom said, "Well, you would never be able to do something like that." It's like, no, I cannot design it, but I know somebody who can, and somebody who will be able. And of course, you and I have got the dies that do all the thinking. And then, you know what? To put it together is not that hard at all. This is the best thing about it.
Well, there's some hope. I'm quite dying to see there. So when you look at it, you must realise this investment you're making, because can we buy to sell, Paola?
Yes, indeed. And Karen has got an amazing angel policy, because not only she gives you permission to make to sell, but also if you do workshops, she allows you to pre-cut them for your workshop. The only thing that you cannot do is to die cut all the pieces and then sell those ones online or anything. That as long as if you're a workshop, and even if it's an online workshop, you could send them, but it has to be for a workshop.
Right, but we can make them.
Or make them.
I've made half a dozen.
Yeah,
I'm going to sell them at £5 each.
Absolutely.
Brilliant, fantastic. £32.98. It really. I mean, let's just feast our eyes again. Oh, I will never tire, Paola.
No,
never
it
tire.
Doesn't. No, I think this is the sort of dies that will make people want to get a die cutting machine for.
Oh, totally. I mean, I can't stop looking at this beautiful material one. I mean, it's just stunning. £32.98, 075 I must move on from the One Day Special. And also the thing as well with Karen, because a big £6 saving there, is she uses her other dies as well, wasn't it? It's all about building the collection.
Absolutely. And that's very important with the next sample that you're having here.
Can I do a reveal? I'm dying to do a reveal. I'm like a child.
Yeah.
Look, it's stunning. Are you ready, everybody? You need to be on the lines getting this lovely die. I know. Now, we've been a bit cheeky with this one.
Well, this one is just amazing. I love the house one. You know, it's a very simple principle, the pivot one. It's incredibly easy to put together, and it corresponds, it works with other dies that there are as well. Now, it will fit with a tag book as well. It will fit with other pivot cards. They have got the same outer dimensions. And the other thing that it has got is you can elongate it. You can put, this is used twice. You can use it 3 times. This is, you know, look how gorgeous it is. This is just really one. New home, for instance, our producer got just recently purchased a house.
Yes.
So congratulations, Kim. This could be your happy new home.
This could indeed. From our house to yours. I just
now,
love
Karen
it.
sent last night
Yeah.
a picture that she did with haunted houses for Halloween.
Ooh,
So
orange and
that
black.
was a really cool one.
That is genius. And you mentioned tags there, Paola. So let's just, I mean, look at this happy new home as well for our Kim and our lovely Lottie.
Yeah.
Let's just open this one out again because the samples are so...
I adore this one.
Could be beach huts. Could be beach huts, couldn't it, Paola?
Yeah.
On the beach as well.
Absolutely, beach huts. Now, a lot of people love beach huts, so imagine
Summer
doing
as
like
well.
the different colours in there.
Gorgeous. Now with that one, so this has been elongated, hasn't it?
Yeah,
and then
so
using the
that's
tree
twice,
pop
yeah.
up. Yeah.
And remember that Karen is an amazing instructor, so there is a lot of free online tutorials, YouTubes, and so much more. But also there is with these ones, with any of her dies, instructions come in the packaging, and I'll show you how.
So that is using the tree pop-ups, which I know we haven't got on the show, but you might have got that before. So that beautiful, fantastic tree, the house pivots there is 12 dies in total, $21.99, 848-662. So many different ways we can use that one, Paola.
Indeed, absolutely.
Third of the stock's already gone on the house pivot. I know I shouldn't have favourites, but I have. Right, okay, next up, we've got the lovely, who's this one? Snowman. Yes, our lovely snowman twist circle. And again...
It's fab.
It's her genius, isn't it, as an engineer?
Yeah, it is. And this is what, look.
We're all just sighing and going,
I know. Now, the one thing with this one as well, I would say, I'm hoping to do one demo either this hour or at 12. But
Yeah.
this one is not only for a snowman, because the mechanism, it will work for any occasion. Because then you can put the circle, but you could put a topper, you can put a sentiment, you could put even a gift card in there.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of different ways. It's the mechanism, right? The circle helps, but you can, if you are clever how you position it, you can put other stuff. Okay.
Ah, okay. And here, oh, that's me tree. That's me trees. So, where's that one for the trees? That,
No,
that's
yeah,
even
yeah,
so.
that's, no, so that if you can show that one,
Yeah.
Fiona, because that again shows how you can actually use other elements. So when with a question where if you can just had to use
Yes.
it's the mechanism
Mechanism.
inside it. You know that you can take it and then use it in a different way.
That's genius. She's
Hence
so
why
clever.
it's such a good diet.
She is so clever.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. So we've got the snowman in there, but don't let the snowman as such limit your imagination. It's the mechanism, and that's what the genius is. £22.99, 627801. Dispatch is the 28th, just to highlight for you. I think Paola's got the mechanism just to show you everybody in the
just to
die.
show you that this is the mechanism. So if you kind of look at it there, so whatever you can put in here that doesn't gonna will work.
Will twist and leap. Oh, it's gorgeous, fantastic. Another one. You know, you see, we're just going to struggle which one to go for. Next, we've got the sleigh pop-up. So again, Santa's sleigh. So this comprises of how many dies? We've got 9 pieces in this die set. So if I just show you there, 9 fantastic dies, and this is what can happen. So this is using the winter animals as well, which we've got coming up on the show as well. So keep an eye out for those. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Ta-da! We got our little winter bear coming up.
This die again is one of those ones that I call it a structural multi-purpose die. Now it has got, of course, the gorgeous sleigh, but also the structure itself allows you to put other elements in it. Now this one it can feature like this, which is a traditional pop-up, or the one that you are going to show now, which is a horizontal, completely horizontal pop-up. So you put it like this, and it stands out proud. So that is incredible, beautiful.
My
I just
word.
think it's just wow.
That is versatility.
And you could, for instance, if you had a die of a house or a tree, or you have even pictures of your friends, you could put them coming out of the sleigh, or you could, instead of the sleigh, you could put other die cuts.
Beautiful. Oh, that is gorgeous. £24.99. Fantastic. There are 9 die set there. 920695. Now, our evergreen, forgive me, just move my earpiece there, our evergreen pivot. Talk to me about this one, because this is using the little Christmas trees we just saw a moment ago, wasn't
indeed.
it?
So this one is the same principle as the house pivot. So it kind of folds away, and it has got that kind of in and out, opposite directions fold away. It's the same size in the sense that, you could use them both together. You could put them, or you can use them on their own. It just has got that three-dimensional effect as well. And you can you see how the snowflakes hang out of the, kind of floating away.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it is.
And then again, if I just show you some of the others, there's this
and
little...
this is using the twist and a pop panel, I believe.
Wow.
So again, the dies when we were referencing before, they will mix and match with other things. As well, the sizes, like for instance, then when we go to the charms and the animals, we will see that they have been designed to work across the sets as well.
How beautiful. Just, oh my word. Hey, I do like that.
And of course that works with a twist and panel, which is a separate die that you may have already from the collection.
Beautiful. $21.99 there. Fantastic die set. 115842. It's just so hard because they're all so clever. Now we've got our tree pop-up. So the tree pops, do you remember did we see?
This is a different one.
Different tree
so
pop.
this is a very contemporary, horizontal complete opening, and it's just a really cool one. I think if you are brand new to pop-ups, this is one of the easiest ones, and also is one of the most ones that you can make it into super contemporary, very whimsical, or you can make it very traditional.
Ah, look, I love those. Isn't that beautiful with the buttons, Paola? That is gorgeous.
That's so cute, isn't it?
Trying to show as many of these as possible, because I know you...
And you can do it 1 or 2 or 3, and look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous? And you've got that little bit of wiggle there.
Yeah,
That's
and that
so
could be, for
pretty.
instance, maybe, I'm thinking Christmas banner, and having every person has got that, and then the name of the person that has to sit there. And look at that. This is the thing, the colorway that you can do, the contemporary
gorgeous,
twist
Paola.
that you can add.
So beautiful. Everyone's a cork and you're just dying to see it, aren't you? So this one, I see. Hold on. £24.99, 230855. Right, moving on. My gingerbread. Well, I've got gingerbread here, but it's our tag booklet. We've got gingerbread coming up as well at the end of the counter. So talk to me about this one. This is the tag booklet.
So the tag booklet. Now, this is one of I call it one of the ones that is a fabulous base. Now, this one creates a fabulous booklet, but you can put it inside a card of, like, especially 8x8. You can do a double decker, put one on the top, one on the bottom. It creates the basic elements for those pivots in here. It will coordinate as well with the house and, of course, the gorgeous trees as well, pivots. So
That's
it's the
what we
same
looked
outer
at, didn't
size.
we?
Also, it has got that die, which is the beautiful paper clips, which I'm going to use now because it's just phenomenal. It's a phenomenal die.
Those lovely paper. Yes, I'm just trying to... They're there on the... we can see them there. That's really useful, Fiona. Sorry, let me just... There we go. There we go. Can you see them there?
This one. There.
Perhaps if you show it, Fiona, rather than just talk about it. $29.99. We're going to see that with Paola. 524608. House and fence pop up now as well. So a lot of dies. I just love the fact with 11 dies, you might think, I wouldn't know where to start with these dies, in terms of the cards, how would I make it? But that's what she's so clever, isn't it? She's done all the engineering.
This is again another one that I think the basic of the pop-up is incredibly ingenious. The way that it's actually a 4-way pop-up, because you have got the pop-up for the house, the pop-up for the trees, the pop-up for the fence, and of course it's such a clever way. I just think it's ingenious. And yes, it comes with a house, but you can put anything in it. Again, I'm thinking for a wedding card, convert the house into a church. Think about maybe, instead of having the trees, having the pictures of the bride and the groom. Again, new home house, that obviously, new home cards. And that's the one, by the way, I did these cards at 6 p.m. So,
lovely.
And I would literally just use that die and the 3D dies from the pivots, because that obviously everything works across the pool.
Fantastic. We'll watch that on Rewind. £27.99, 392423. We're getting there, and I've been mentioning the little winter animals, the Christmas animals. So these are the dies now. So First up, we have our pretty little Christmas animals. Oh, these are so cute, aren't they, Paola? Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they are. So I love the reindeer. It's one of my favorites. It's just, this thing is very cute. And of course, you can customize it with the antlers, or you can just put it without it. So you can do that, you know, deer, and then the baby and deer. Then you have got the mouse as well that you can customize it with Christmas, and you can make.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
I'm so glad it's
Just,
not me.
yeah, you know what? Honestly, I just, there we go. You were saying, there we go, our snowman there and our reindeer. Snowman's from the other one, but with the reindeer,
absolutely.
Isn't he cute?
And you can see how with the Christmas pivot, how well it fits is the sizing that it has been worked throughout to make sure that it works. And look at the
Oh, so cute.
Isn't that cute?
So beautiful. So that is our lovely, lovely Christmas animals. 9 dies in total there. 200076, quarter of the stock gone for that one. Beautiful.
Okay.
Then we have our winter animals. Let me just get that in position there for you. I'm just knocking everything down. There we go. Now our hedgehog, our penguin, and our little bear. We've seen these feature a few times, haven't we?
They are so cute.
Really
and
cute.
they're such a cute animals. And again, the size is designed to work with across the board. And by the way, the fence there is from the house, and you can see there. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing?
You could have the 3 bears, the Goldilocks. This is gorgeous. Third of the stock gone for our lovely, lovely hedgehog bear and our lovely penguin there. Third of the stock gone, 14.99, 084034. And then last but not least, the winter charms. I was rattling on about gingerbread men, and this is where this one comes into fruition. Very cute. We've seen a few of these already. And you can cut those little hoops off and use them anyway, can't you? Snowflakes. And
Absolutely.
so we've seen a few of these on the show, but let me just show you this in our... Look at that! Isn't that beautiful? Which one was this die?
So that was what? Oh, that was a previous one. We haven't got that one featured in this show.
Oh,
but
it reminds me of the tree one. I think
Yeah.
that's what it reminds me of. Yeah,
Indeed.
beautiful. But we've got something very similar in the mechanism there.
Indeed.
11.99, 578 966 for our winter charms. Yes. What one's that called? It was called the pivot panels. Yeah, that's what it's similar to. Right. Okay. We've got some finished samples, and then we'll go straight back to Paola then to have a look at how these creations come about. Right, we are looking at the one-day special. You were loving it all across the counter here, so I'm so glad we took our time to show you all of these because they are spectacular. I'm just going to flash you the tree pop-up die as an individual. Now, this is 7 dies in total. This is the Christmas tree pop-up die that is in the one-day special without the sentiments. So this is you can just get the die itself. So that's well worth mentioning. £26.99. And that is 708745. As Paola said, that could be any kind of pop-up, as long as, it fits. It doesn't have to be a tree. but that's what you get in this set.
So basically, so with the die, the Christmas tree pop-up, now we have got the mechanism here. This is the one that you need to die cut into the card itself. Sizes of the card. Well, basically, Karen does give you in here the sizes that you need, and she says 3/4 of an inch from the top. So basically the card itself has to at least be 3/4 of an inch on the top, and then plus whatever here you have got it. Remember that of course the tree then it will stand up towards the bottom. If you wanted to have a card that is exactly in the center, you will have to have a card that has got 3¼ at the top and 3¼ at the bottom plus this. So basically an 8x8 more or less. Right, so we put it in here. Now in this case we have got the inverted triangle in like so, and we have got those little lines like that protrude. Now where we are going to put it is, you can see the pre-score card. You need to have a pre-score card because you need to know exactly where the fold is going to go. I'm taking a ruler, so I want to have it more or less about 4 inches because I want to have a generous amount at the top. I could go a little bit more, so I'm going to go in.
Because you're thinking of the height, are you, Paola?
Yes.
So for
well,
above
not the height. If you look at it here, when you close it, can you see how when you close it, if it's anywhere higher, it would protrude from the card. So you don't want that.
So the height of your tree or your pop-up, right.
So more or less that's around the right size. And then we're going to put, and now we are going to put it like this. Right, die cutting machine, the die cutting machines that we need to put, any die cutting machine that will take wafer thin dies, the only limitation is, of course, is how wide your card is. So I'm using a 6x6 card, so you know, an A5 die cutting machine would work, or a 6 inches wide machine would work. But of course, if you have got an 8.5 inches machine, that would mean that you can go for larger width cards.
And GSM wise, what's good for working with these dies in terms of card thickness?
Card thickness, that's a very good point. Well, it's around, you can go to construction, which is around 300 GSM. I tend to be around 250 to 80. That sort of is I think that's the best way. If you go 300, sometimes it's a little bit too bulky, the folds. And then when you are having the different elements, you can go a little bit lower, even to 160. Right, so this has cut, can you see the perfect elements in here? Into the fold, and you're thinking, oh, what's that?
We are thinking it's not like, doesn't look the most magnificent, does it?
So
but it does magic.
Then I'm gonna put the other elements, the trees. Now I'm gonna take all my elements and I'm gonna put it here.
Now we're getting very busy, we're getting queues on the phone, so thank you for your patience. Remember to check out your baskets. I do apologise if you're waiting on the phone. If I can direct you to the web there to pop what you want in your basket, then please do. But we're very busy for these dies, so I don't want you to miss out, because I love the versatility of them as well, Paola.
They are. We were saying how this one would be a lovely wedding invitation, because you can make it into white and make it like more of a kind of almost like a wedding dress, like a skirt. You know? Right, so we have got the pop-up element in here. Now these dies have been designed so nicely that they are also stencils, because of course Karen is a crafter, so when that's important. Not all the die designers are crafters, so they don't necessarily understand what we want from a a die. So what I'm going to do is going to put them back in here, and then I'm just taking a makeup brush or a blending brush, then kind of going with my ink pads that I have got, and then you can stencil through it. Now if you have got a rubber mat for your die cutting machine, you could emboss them as well. So you have got the possibility. So it's just so much more than just a die that just
I haven't thought about that.
Now I'm going to do all that as well into here. Now because of course the inks are, these ones that I'm using especially are water-based, it's important that you wipe them out as soon as you have put the ink. Not only because they are dirty, but also because there is a little bit of content of water, and you do not want to let it dry within the, of course, the dye, because then metal and water, well, it rusts. So then kind of put it like this, and then that's absolutely fine. And you can see how lovely they are, the spotted trees. Right, so we have got those ones, so we have got that sorted.
Okay.
Now, this is the base of the heart. Now, in here, I should clean this up as well, shouldn't I? But I'm not that tidy. Anyway, so you can see that it has cut and scored all the elements for the base. So you can fold them nice and neatly and make sure that you train them well. Now, what you do is you take glue, or I'm going to just put as well, I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and then I'm going to take a little bit of 3 mil of the red liner tape. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the red liner tape, hopefully, is going to instantly grab it and says, okay? So the glue is going to be a long-term hold.
Right.
But the red liner tape is going to be an instant grab.
Extra, yeah.
Right, so when you put it, can you see how it goes in there?
Uh-huh.
And then just
You're putting that on
press
upright,
it
yeah.
there, like that. So what we are going to do is we're going to put a little bit of glue in here. And again, I'm going to put the red liner tape in both of those bits.
You're not taking any chances, are you, Paola?
Ah, well, you know...
You want it to last because you want to keep opening and closing it, don't you?
Absolutely. I know. Also on TV, it's just... Oh,
If it's gonna muck up, it's gonna do it live on TV.
It's gonna happen, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. So if it's not, it's gonna hold it, but then it's gonna drop it, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we have it. So then, when we put it in here, there we have it. There we kind of
help that glue set, won't it?
Okay. So now I like to train the folds by gluing, folding it back. And holding it, and that will create it. Now what the next bit is going to be opening those little tabs. And okay,
This is what's so clever, isn't it, Paola?
It is so clever. All these things have been done for you. Then we take the larger tree, and again, remember that you have got instructions in here, detailed instructions on every step. Now what we are going to do is slot them in. And there we have it. That we have. Now you could just do this and have this around the Christmas table as well. Then we put that in. So let me say that it is a bit of, on TV it's a little bit more difficult because I wanted you to see it. Oh, there it is, you can see it. And then with the tweezers, can you see that?
You're just putting that back into the slot to hold it, yeah.
Doing it upside down is not the easiest. Well, not upside down, back to front. There we have it. And rotating it. Can you see there?
Yeah,
And
we
it's
can.
good.
That's perfect, Paola. Thank you.
Okay, and then there we have it. Okay.
Yeah, we've got it.
There we have it. There
Just
we
need
have
to
it. There it is.
tease that in. Yeah,
Yeah,
lovely.
tease it in. Tease it in.
Tweezers are good for this, aren't they? Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. Especially, this one doesn't want to go in.
It's light TV.
It's a rebel, that one.
Of course, it's been naughty.
But there it is. Now, Karen says that not to. I mean, considering that I'm doing it back to front, on
Yes,
live TV,
did not take long, did it?
Didn't take long
No.
at all. Now, this one you need 2 of the little ones, so you have got 4 in total. So then you fold them as they should, and here. And then what I'm going to do, this time I'm not going to put red liner tape, I'm just going to put a little bit of this glue. It's just a little bit of tape runner, just so it kind of holds it into place. So what you do in here is you put it in, can you see it there? Kind of the slot underneath it, and then you kind of bring it in. And then you tease it gently. Now, there it is. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And then you put it in here again from the bottom up, and then you kind of go in there. There we have it. Now, if it tore, like for instance, last night it did. It was a little bit too forceful, and it did tore. You can fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you by any chance that tears, you can then put a little piece of paper behind it, and it will not matter at all. Let me just fix it. Yeah, there we have it. You can see it there. We have it. And then we can go in. And then I'll do it.
Just a little
here
bit of
because
manipulation. That's it.
I kind of just wanted to make sure that I don't tear it because of if you do it back to front, is chances are you're not going to be
Yes, because you wouldn't be looking at it overhead from behind, would you, La
Absolutely.
Paola? So
See, now, for instance, I have torn it. Don't worry. That it doesn't matter. You just take
Cut
this
another
bit
one.
and you put a band-aid from the back.
this one, Paola, they've layered up with favourite sort of almost card and glitter. So that's been done pre-die cutting, so that will reinforce it as well. But isn't that beautiful as well? Just have those different layers on the trees as well, almost like a Valentine's card.
Yeah.
And then my favourite as well is that pretty one with ribbons. I mean, how to put your good use of your ribbons there as well. Just beautiful.
Okay, there it is. And then kind of gonna put it. I'll fix it in a second. Just wanted to put it. It's just like live TV always does that to me. It kind of go in. There it is. And there we have it there. I'll just fix that in a second. Then remember that I put the little tab in here.
So then to
that
join
will
up.
hold it there. Then that will hold it here as well. And I'll fix that. And I'm going to show you how to fix it in a second. There. So now, if that has happened, what you do is you put it in here.
Yeah, because it might happen, let's
It's like
face
kind
it,
of,
yeah.
And then gonna put, and then, we put it.
Might be a
in
little star that you're putting on would do that,
Yeah,
wouldn't it? Or a little
absolutely.
decoration, little sequin or something if you're embellishing.
Okay, and then just gonna put it. Okay. Oh, see, last night was so easy, and then so this morning I think it's the early morning, and then we have it there. Okay, and then we have got that. So now we train it in here. Then we fold it, and then we kind of want to look at that.
Oh,
so even if
fantastic.
it goes wrong, you can fix it.
No one's going to see that when you embellish, Paola, though,
And
are
then
they?
you can embellish it however you want. Now you can then put the stars that come in with it. So you have got the solid one, or not the solid one, the one that has got a flat bottom in here. And then we kind of put it. Now when you put the flat bottom, it will only go this way because that's the only way that can go in here. So you put it there, and then I take the second one, and then that will go inwards like this.
Beautiful.
Okay, that one, and then we have got the other two. So I have just like cut it twice because I have got a single-sided paper, and then you kind of put it together, and that will fit right, slot right in there.
Beautiful. And there's a little birdie in there as well, isn't
Yeah,
there?
it is. There's a cardinal.
Yeah.
And then to decorate the top, so there is another way. So you kind of, if you want to create a kind of a tree skirt, what you do is you cut the mat,
Yeah.
and then you use a circle about 3 inches, and that will give you a little bit of the perfect kind of circle around the base in here. So then kind of put that in here.
And of course you can adapt these to any card size, can't you? That's what's so fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And to secure that, I'm going to put a little bit more of glue there. Because it's everything is always we love with Karen, because we have got these, we are bonded by glue, not bonding. Because in the first workshop, well, the workshop that I went to, that she taught me in 2008, she did, this one is just not wanting to stay there, doesn't it? It's a rebel.
Well, I'll have a catch up. You can fix that for me when you're.
Yeah, there it is.
When we're not staring at you, because it's going to be naughty while we're staring.
Oh, it's going to be fixed. It's going to be fixed eventually. And then we are going to put the card. See, this is the aperture that it is that creates a pop-up. So you put a card in here. Now, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of card in there that has got a strip, right? So I'm going to put it across there. Now, remember that I said the paper clips.
Oh, yes,
right?
yeah.
So I'm die cutting from the tag book. The tag, I don't know, is it tag book?
The tag book.
And then we run it through and out of mirror card. And then you have got 2 dies. You're getting the front and the back. Again, that's such a, look at this.
It's the tag book pop-up I've got here, actually. So, because this is what's so brilliant, to use them across the board, but that's the tag book pop-up Paola's referring to that has the paper clips in it.
But look at this. Look at this.
They do look like real
like
paper clips, don't they?
Now this is like, I love books. I love the feel. I mean, I love to read them, but also the feel of them.
Yes.
Now to do a bookmark with paper clips kind of damages the papers.
Yeah.
But once you do glue them back to front, this has got exactly the feel, so you could put them onto the pages, but it doesn't have the bulk. So what I have done is I put one of the bears in there, so I can go in here.
So cute.
And then you can have the
Christmas
Merry
animals.
Christmas sentiment. I think it's an end of cold that you can put it in there. Put it in the front, and then you have got the tree in there. And it's fixed. Now it finally is fixed, the tree.
Fantastic. And of course, we get a Merry Christmas in the One Day Special anyway, don't we, with our sentiment dies?
Absolutely.
Beautiful, Paola. Absolutely beautiful. I'll have a quick recap and then we'll come straight back to Paola. So there's so many fantastic pop-ups on the show and mechanisms. Don't forget you can use these with other pop-ups as it were, as opposed to just Christmas trees and what have you. So this is the One Day Special, and I mentioned it came with Season's Greetings. It comes with 4 actually. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays and Winter Season's Greetings there as well. £32.98, £6.70, 075 089. You can just get the pop-up on its own, and don't forget, once the One Day Special is over, prices will go up. And yeah, Karen's got loads of support videos as well, clear instructions in the die sets. Obviously you can watch Paola on Rewind because she launched last night at 6, so please do. So if you've got any questions, email them in and we'll try and answer them as the shows go on today. I'm going to move now to the house pivot panel, approaching half the stock gone. Yeah, again, beautiful. We were mentioning beach huts. We were mentioning, what else did we mention, Paola? Beach huts. Haunted houses. Yeah, that would be genius. Oh, gorgeous. I think we've got some images from Karen. This one is it doubled over and then using a tree pop-up, but absolutely spectacular, isn't it? New home we mentioned. Yeah, if you're just moving into a new home. Happy holidays there, but gorgeous with the tag. I mentioned the tag, didn't I? That the tag pop-up. Oh, sorry, that one's gone. There we go. Let me show you this one. Yeah, so happy holidays, but in a new home. I've just flung that across the table there. I do apologise. Lovely Ben will rescue that for me. So yeah, gorgeous working with the tag book there. Oh, we've had some images sent in. Let's have a look at these images and I can rescue. This is Karen for Halloween, yeah. Oh, look at that with the orange and the spider and the checkerboard background there. So do we get the inside there or should you just use the happy house? All right, let's see the reveal. I feel quite jealous because I'm not doing it. Ta-da! Isn't that... Oh, look at the spooky ghost. He's brilliant. And the bats. So, yeah, great idea then. Beach huts, we were saying, new home, Christmas, moving house. Yeah, just gorgeous. $21.99, 848662. And that was a tree pop-up and extended twice over there to make it even larger. Because, of course, these can fit any card size. Gorgeous. Right, moving on to the snowman, and I love Paola was explaining to me, you know, that this can be whatever you want in terms of that middle bit. It doesn't have to be a snowman, and of course he is in there, and it's absolutely cute, and you could use him separately anyway for your cards. But the mechanism itself is genius. So if we just ta-da! I know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do all the noises, but I can't help it somehow. It's just so ta-da! I just love it. Honestly, I would never tire of opening a card if I was sent this. Look at this for the birthday. This is my producer's favourite. Dee-dee! I'm trying to shake it up a little bit now with a dee-dee. It's not working. It's ta-da's much better, isn't it? This is just gorgeous. I love this. Oh, look, there's another one over the acetate. No, ta-da is where it's at. $22.99, 627 801. Absolutely fabulous. The Snowman Twist Circle die set. We've got the sleigh pop-up, don't forget. Evergreen pivot panels, yeah. Oh, my word. And again, don't just think Christmas sleighs. Oh, so you can do it on there's our little bear. So Paola was explaining you can do it like this on the 2 sides, or you can have the complete... Oh, is this the one? Yeah, complete reveal. So there's our beautiful card. And then, ba-da! I know, isn't that gorgeous front and back? You'd have to decorate the back then that time, wouldn't you? Isn't that gorgeous? I love Paola's idea of putting your friends in there. $24.99, 920 695. The evergreen pivot panels. Now, this is a bit similar to what we saw at the end with the gingerbread men, so you can still use the same... you could still use the same sort of construction, if that makes sense, in terms of that concertina, in terms of elongating it across. So, got the tree dies there as well, which we just saw in our circle pop-up. Got the snowflakes as well, and got our pretty bow. But this is the magic. Are you ready? I shall pop it in there for you. Ta-da! Yes, gorgeous. Yeah, the 25th. I've got another one here as well. So you don't have to have it on the horizontal axes. Love that bit of paper. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's so clever, isn't it? On the twist pop die. Isn't that beautiful? Up to you. 21.99, 115842. I'm trying to be as quick as I can. Obviously, Christmas tree pop. So big set of dies here. Great if you're a beginner. You're going to create something very, very impressive here. 24.99. So let's just show you this. Give it a little wiggle. And yes, I love it. You can decorate that how you so desire as well. Isn't that beautiful? 24.99 230855. The tag book, you'll love the tag book. And of course, we've got our little gingerbread men and our Christmas decorations there at the end of the counter there. So this is Winter Charms and your tag pop-up. Lovely, isn't that beautiful? Love the way they made that little tins that they're cooking on. Gorgeous, yeah, isn't that beautiful? Little tins that they're cooking on. That's so cute. The Winter Charms with that is a match made in heaven. 29.99 524 608. House and fence pop-up again. It creates such a stylish, beautiful, again, new home. You love this sort of gingerbread theme in terms of, look at the fences there. You've got the little path. You've got the trees that you can decorate. You've got the house. I mean, it could be it's very Scandi. That'd be nice in the red and the white, wouldn't it? Again, if you're moving home or Christmas, isn't that beautiful? That's one Paola did last night. Yeah, and again, don't forget the front. These are so great for the front with your gate and your tree. Ah, I know. Isn't that lovely with our snowflakes? 27.99 392423. I mentioned the animals, so let's have a quick look then. So let's start here with our reindeer and our little mousie. There they are. That's our mousie with the housie there. There he is. Oh, and there's both there, third of the stock gone. And our reindeer is so cute as well. Absolutely adorable on the tag booklet. 14.99 200076. Our winter animals as well. This is with the house and fence pop-up. You've got penguin, you've got hedgehog, you've got the bear. He's featured a few times. You get the hat and the scarf as well. Look, there he is. Gorgeous. Or it could be quite Christmassy. It's really up to you. Beautiful. 14.99 084 034. And I should say everything's dispatched on the 28th of September. And those gingerbread men and those winter charms there as well with the snowflakes. These big dies. Obviously, the picture on the front belies the size. But if I just show you there, there is our lovely gingerbread man and the trees. Gorgeous. 11.99. I think they're my favourite. I know I shouldn't have a favourite. 578966. Right, Paola. Gosh, it's going to be speedy, my darling. I'm going straight back to you.
Oh, okay, right. So I wanted to do, well, we wanted to do not the house pivot, the evergreen pivot. But I'm going to show you how the house pivot works exactly the same way. So first of all, you have got the pieces here, the big interactive piece. Now, again, this is the one that if you have got a machine, die cutting machine that is just 3 1/4 inches wide, you can do it because this one cuts out of the card. Like, you don't need to have the base card that big. You know what I mean? You just need the die cutting machine that will cut that strip.
Straight out.
Then
Right.
I kind of where I put my book, my pace here, and that's the same for the house. So if you have got one of the mini die cutting machines that is about 3 1/2 inches wide, I think it's the side along, the tack along, or something like that from Exact. They did have a 3 1/2 inches wide machine that would work even then. So what it does in here is it cuts and scores every single line. So again, this is the house one, so I just wanted to show you how it has done it exactly the same. So you have got both of them in.
So it scores our folds for us, Paola.
Absolutely. Well, then what you do is you kind of score it, fold it like so, and then you kind of go in. And it's the same. Can you see how it's the same principle, the house and the tree? Is this?
Yes.
The only difference is that, of course, you have got a tree shape in here, and of course you have got the trees for here, the dies, and then the house has got the house ones.
Houses, yeah.
So you fold it backwards, and then that one kind of backwards and backwards. Now, if you are like me, that you wanted to do the tree, you want to have like kind of, I wanted to have here like distress colors. So it's better to do it when it's completely flat, because obviously once that you reinforce or train the folds, what happens is that it has got more dimensions, so it's easier to tear away. So it's kind of, if you want to color while it's kind of flat, and then you fold it nicely and neatly, and you can see it. And I'm kind of thinking, oh, no, that's not very neat, but you can see here there's pivots there, the pivot there, and then you kind of, that's what you fold it that way, okay? And then you do it this way.
Does she explain to us
And
whether we're
then,
doing the
if you wanted to continue it, you can glue it
Yeah.
this. You can glue it
Ah,
like that, so
right.
you can
Make it
continue.
wider.
Yeah. Right, so I have it this one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of card, so hence why you can do it in different size card. Now what you'll do is you line the scoring line there, that's important. Then what you take is your tweezers, if you can find them, that would be great. And I have found them, I think I have found it. Is that okay? Oh yeah. And then I have found, remove the, I'm going to put
Jane's emailed in and she's bought the house and the snowman die, and she says there's some great videos and tutorials on Karen's website.
That's what I always say, that just do that. Just kind of go through the tutorials, because not only she shows you the essential way of assembling it, and then there is other videos that is kind of even further away. So can you see how I release the tape and then fold it down, and just make sure that that is lined up there, and then I'm going to do the same thing. So there is so much information online. You know what I'll say, I just wish that she could be here, because she is just such an amazing tutor. Now then we are gonna she's actually teaching Zoom workshops, because she does workshops, and this is what happens, that she's a busy lady.
Yes, she's very much in demand.
Yeah, but hopefully we are always saying that once that she can, and then.
So the house die is exactly the same concept at the bottom of the screen there. 8486622199, and Paola's just shown us the evergreen pivot panels die. They're the same mechanism.
Absolutely the same, and in fact it's such a cool one that you can then, I mean, it's exactly the same principle. And how quick and easy was that? I just kind of just put in the trees in here, and then that's it. I mean, you don't have to measure.
No. Takes out the guesswork, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And also, one of the things I love about her dies is that it doesn't require that much, specific size cards. So you could, in fact, put a house in the bottom, and then put another one as well if you had a bigger card.
Yeah.
Now, the question we have also is like, does it fit in a tag book? Of course it does. It's designed to work in the...
Well, I've got my houses here in the tag book, which is exactly the same as our tree. So here's the proof. Here's the proof. Proof's in the pudding, because Paola's absolutely bang on. There's the tag. It works in it. There you go. And so will the trees. So if you're thinking, get the tag book pop-up die as well, because that gives you versatility, doesn't it, Paola?
It does. And then we have it. And then, of course, they have got the beautiful snowflakes that you can glue as well. So as long as you put the glue just in elements, different elements. If you are going to put on the fold, remember to put them only on one side. You don't put glue all over it. And you can even put glue, this one, for instance, that one, I'm going to put it coming down here. Just in that, and then that's absolutely fine. And then it's a floating snowflake in there. And then there's little stars as well, so we can use them to decorate the trees as well. There we have got, just to add a little bit of something else into here. And then we have got that. And then, of course, you can, I mean, I have just done this one a little bit different. So I have decorated the front, and then, of course, we can put it, you could put a sentiment, you could put him as well, kind of, look at that.
He's peeping out behind the tree there.
It's like kind of where you can put him.
Yeah, fantastic.
I just love it. I love him.
$21.99. That was the evergreen pivot panels, so that's your trees. And but here is the house one we talk about, and as Paola just explained, you can extend it. This is using the tree pop-up and nature's edges, but the house mechanism, as you can see, is exactly the same, and it's been connected twice. So it's exactly the same principle as well, but how beautiful does that look? And again, we just explained, let me show you another one with the tag pop-up. Again, it fits in perfectly, so you can use that with the tag book pop-up as well. And then here we go. I mean, just beautiful, whether it's a new home. Yeah, beautiful. We'll get there. So lots of options. This is what's so brilliant about Karen, that it's the versatility, it's the mixing and then using them together there. Just beautiful. Whether it's a new house, whether you're moving house, whether it's beach huts, you know, this is what's so great, isn't it? Now the instructions are there. With it, well, you do get the instructions in there. Do you actually get? Is it on the?
Always you get.
Is it like a sheet? Because I haven't got my sheets here. But
Sorry?
is it on the back of the packaging? Is it?
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. If you take it, all the packaging have got at the bottom, on the back of the bottom.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the back.
The bottom of the back. There we go.
You have it.
That bit there.
Yeah. On the back.
And so if I turn that around.
My prepositions in English are shocking.
But there you go. You've got your English is amazing, Paola. There's the website as well that you can go to, which is brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So what do you reckon, Paola? We've got about four
We'll
minutes.
try. We'll give it a good go.
Well,
and if I fail, then
we'll be
so
back
be
at
it.
12
Yeah.
and we can continue though.
Absolutely. That's a good thing. Right. So let's go with
Got a twist circle die, yeah?
Okay. So let's do it. So first of all, it's gonna be there's so many dies in here, which is
Value for
brilliant.
money.
You are getting, indeed. So again, I'm going to put the die in here so you can see it going down, upwards and downwards. So I have got the scoring line, and then kind of go in. Just going to make sure. And then kind of just put it there. So that will work on different size cards. Just follow the instructions. She does tell you exactly, I think it's any size card that will work on that will fit that die. And then of course, depending on what element you pop up, you have to work it out. But what I always say is test it in one card and then you can then, change it into different ones. Now, right, so we have got this and then fold it backwards. And then you can see here, so what you do is kind of pinch it like this. Let's see how it is. And there we have it. Then that one works. Can you see? This is the tricky element, is to make sure that the fold goes that way.
I was going to say, what did they call it? Mountain folds, gate folds?
Absolutely. Valley folds.
Valley folds, and she explains that, doesn't she?
And
yeah.
Can you see now it's kind of go there, and then kind of go inwards. And then like this. So kind of train it a little bit, gently tease it, and then fold it there. And this is a 300 GSM, which is not ideal, to be honest, because if you want to go
about
a little bit,
250,
that's some sort of weight. Now, then I'm going to grab a piece of cards that I have got here. So I'm going to just like cut this piece in here. And again, these ones will work on any die cutting machine, but however, for the size of the card, that's your limited. That is how you need to work out how wide your machine is, because it's one of those ones that is like, well, the dies will go through all the, up to 3 inches wide, but it's if you want a larger card, then you have it. Now this one again, it has a scored and a scored and a scored, and I do apologize for that, but this is just the mechanism in here, and then what it goes is like this. So I'm gonna glue it. Let's see if I can do it.
She can do it.
I can do
I
it.
have faith.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put it in here, and then glue it and hold it, glue it and hold it to make sure that it's a strong bond in there, and then just glue. There it is. Come on! Hold it.
She's putting under pressure, isn't she?
No, it's just the glue. It's just the glue.
It needs time to set, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then,
ta-da!
so then what you do is you put. No, it's just not hold it. But you put. That's the mechanism done. So then you kind of put your tags or whatever in here. So that's how it will work. So that will work like this. So I just wanted to show you the mechanism. So that's how it works.
And this is exactly, I'm going to show you the reverse of the card that Paola is showing us. So that is this mechanism here. that you see there, yeah? So that when you open it, out it pops. Isn't that fantastic? Right, absolutely. That's 3 we've shown. Power's getting through them all. Bless her. So that was the gorgeous pop-up there. But don't forget the one-day special. Do you know, I know we've got the one-day special, but they're all special, aren't they? They're all fantastic. But we can't devote all the time to all of them. But Paola's getting through as many as she can. If you've got any questions, email them in or let us know on the Facebook page at 12 o'clock. Paula, thank you so much. She's done three she's done.
Wow.
£32.98 for the one-day special. We'll see more with Paola. She'll get through them all, I know she will. How many did you do last night?
Oh, I don't know. I probably lost count.
She's done so many. Anyway, we'll see Paola again at 12 o'clock. Thank you, Paola. Enjoy your pop-up dies. And do remember to check out your baskets so that you don't miss out. We're going to have a lovely hour of jewellery making now. Very excited about this, so please don't miss out. Then we're going to be felting with Frankie and Sydney, and then we will be crafting with Clarity.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, my name's Leona. I've been into crafting for many years now. As a little girl I'd craft for mum and dad, but then obviously it stuck with me that much that it became my career. I think for me crafting's so fun because there's always something new to learn, there's always something new to play with, and it's such a rewarding hobby as well. That's why I absolutely love it and recommend it to so many people. I'm really thrilled to be part of the Hochanda family. Really excited about seeing how it's grown, seeing how it's developed so far, and all the brand new things that I know we've got coming up. I'm really passionate about getting back into demonstrating on TV as well, and actually sharing techniques with you, products with you that I personally love. I hope you can tune into my shows here live at Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Bev. Hi, I'm Sam, and we're from Be Crafty. Be Crafty is a family-run company. Sam is my sister, and we love bringing brand new products to Hochanda. We manufacture and design all our own ranges of stamps, inkables, MDF, lots and lots of inspiration that we love to bring and share with you. If you tune in to Hochanda to join us, you'll see that mine and Bev's style are totally different. But what that does is it brings you lots of styles and techniques that you can include in your crafting too. Our ranges are increasing all the time with the lovely hand-drawn images that Sam and myself are trying to bring to you, plus the fantastic new designs that we like to bring in the inkables, in the dinkables and the MDF as well. So you can use them across all different sorts of crafts and bring the best we can to Hochanda too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your day. I really enjoy my jewellery box hours here at Hochanda. We've got another fantastic hour for you. Before we get into this, allow me to introduce you to the lovely Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Great to see you.
Yes.
Now, Jane, we follow each other on social media, on Instagram.
We do.
You've been branching into a bit of mixed media, some abstract art.
I have. My new passion that I've discovered in the last year, so as well as my
You're
jewellery.
very good.
Thank you very much.
No, you really are. Very
Thank you.
good. And you were telling me, it's such a shame, obviously, with the current state of affairs, you were going to have an exhibition.
Yes.
And it got cancelled, local exhibition.
We had a whole group of local artists that get together, and we had it all planned, but that's fine, it'll happen. It'll happen.
If we
Just
do want
let
to
it
follow
happen.
you on Instagram, how can we do that?
Aldridge Crafts.
That's
I'm everywhere for Aldridge Crafts.
Do make sure to. Look, we've got some great things. We're going to kick off Millefiori. I love Millefiori. I love freedom and I love Millefiori. Let's have a look here. So, anyone not familiar with Millefiori, Jane? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Millefiori, it's sort of tiny patterns of glass that are sort of fused together. If you think of how like the seaside rock is made, where you have all these little patterns and then they fuse those little canes together to form sort of bigger beads. So it means that pretty much every bead is unique because they all have slight different variations. And I've had a few different Millefiori kits with us here on Hochanda, and each time sort of put together a different bundle of shapes. So this time we've got our little flat rounds, we've got our round ovals, and then a sort of elongated bicone shape as well.
Okay, I'll pop those down. I'll show you the bicone in here. The colours are exquisite. So what we're going to be getting, I mean, colourways and designs may vary,
yes,
but you're going to be getting 24 strands, and it will be a combination of
15 strands.
Sorry, 15.
15 strands, yeah. So you get you get 5 strands of each of the 3 different shapes.
Yeah.
So sizes and colours will vary. Yeah. But it will be all 15 different strands.
Well, and thank you for correcting us on that,
That's
by the way. So, 15 strands, the different, so you're going to get 5 of each of the designs. I really like this. How did you describe this?
I always think of it as sort of like seaside rock, where they sort of make the long canes of glass, and then they slice it up and sort of fuse it all together. It's
lovely.
To form these beautiful beads.
She's saying you've got this wonderful
they're little
cone.
works of art on their own,
yeah, they
to be
really
honest.
Are. Beautiful cone shapes there. Then you've got the small flat round and then the large flat round. They're just all lovely. I'm going to just pick up a few just so you can see. I keep going for the cones at the moment.
But they're real hero beads, so you don't need to put a lot with them to make them really shine and sing.
That's the key.
And that's the advantage, is particularly if you've got a little sort of cottage industry of making jewellery to sell, you don't need to use a huge amount of these to make a really stunning luxury piece of jewellery.
I mean, for yourself to sell, they are just absolutely exquisite. And if you consider 15, and apologies, we have just changed the details on there, 15 strands, so 5 of each design for $22.49. Millefiori, you know you're getting these beautiful Millefiori beads, and when you do, just add a little bit, and we've got some inspirations here just to give you an idea of what you could be doing. So taking those cone shapes, mix them in with some other elements from your stash, absolutely stunning. These are, and you described it beautifully, Jane, these are your hero beads, the ones that really do set off a piece and make it stand out from the crowd. So do take advantage of freedom, and it's something I do want to let you know if you haven't already heard. We've actually dropped the price of our freedom membership. So Freedom membership now is the lowest price we've ever offered it. It's £5.97. And I do want to, the reason why I mention that, if you have a look at your P&P, so maybe you've got your eye on this and you're not a Freedom member, which is fine, £22.99. But if you become a Freedom member, so if you're not a Freedom member, it's £3.95 postage. If you become a Freedom member, that postage is included. So you've already saved that £3.95, and then you get a further saving on top of that. So you've pretty much covered your Freedom membership already, the price of that Freedom membership. Enjoy it for a month. And at the end of that month, if you feel that you're not getting taking advantage of all the benefits of Freedom membership, you can opt out, but you do need to opt out. Right, we're getting busy. I'm so glad because Jane's lovely and she really does work so hard to bring us some special stuff. Jane, we've got to talk about this stand.
We have.
It's already been selling, and in our meeting, and everyone's like, this stand's so it's so useful. But we know we don't have a lot of stock here.
We don't. We've got just a handful. I'll be honest, I was rummaging through the stock room and discovered that I had a few of these stands left that I didn't realise they were there. So I thought I would come and share them with you guys. But they're so nice for whether you want to use them at home, on your dressing table, or again, if you're a little cottage industry and you want to display them at craft fairs. That's originally why I bought them in, really for display in the shop for where we sell earrings. Ooh. Really pretty.
So used in the industry. I'll show you something, because here's the stand as it is, so that's what's going to arrive. But then, if you have a look at the stand being used with the earrings, suddenly you get to appreciate just how handy this is. And also, you're making a statement. You're getting your jewellery out on display, and because putting jewellery in a jewellery box is lovely, but I like the fact you're displaying it and you're making it a feature and a ring.
And it saves your earrings getting all of a tangle as well, because you know, you'll always get one escape.
And you can store a lot. And by the way, we have got a bundle with earrings coming up that do stay tuned, because it's an amazing bundle. A third of the stock of the stands has gone. We don't think it's going to last. $17.99 is your price. And I think if you are a jewellery lover and you just want to house your jewellery, store your jewellery, and also display your jewellery, $17.99 I think is a very good price. 608191, your item number. My wife would like this.
Yeah, they're handy.
Yeah, she's always finding where she puts her earrings. Okay, now we're going to move on. We've got some chains for you. These are essential chain kits, and what we're getting here, I know we've got the large, the medium, and then the fine in there. 12 metres in total. So, Jane, just break it down for us. How much are we getting of the large?
So the large chain, you get approximately 1 metre of each of the 3 colours.
Okay, so that's your large. Well, do you know what? Beautiful colourways coming through. And then we've got our silver.
And this kit has come about from my staple bead and charm bracelets that I've had with Hochanda since I started here.
Right.
So if you've enjoyed making those kits and you want to make some more, you've got both the large and the small chain that I feature in a lot of my kits.
Perfect. And now here we've got the medium where we're getting 2 metres. So medium or fine, how do you describe
That's
it?
a medium one,
Medium.
So that's 2 metres each of 3 different colours.
So the colourways, you've got your gold colour, your, how do you describe that?
I call it antique bronze,
Yeah,
but some people will call it brass. It's sort of that in
antique
between,
bronze is
isn't
good.
it? Yeah.
And then you've got your silver colour in there as well. And then finally we have our fine.
Yeah, so that's more of a platinum silver, that one.
Yeah.
And there's approximately 3 metres of that one. That's a slightly finer chain.
I mean, you're getting an awful lot of this, and this is your go-to.
Yeah.
So when we talk about essential, whenever you see Jane making a piece, like for instance, have a look at this. So you've used on here, this would be...
This has got the larger chain
Yeah.
on there. That's one of the kits I've bought to you previously, the unicorn bracelet. And it's just a really nice large chain that's easy to use. It's got a little bit of decoration on the link as well. So if you want to use it just as a standalone chain, it's quite decorative.
Oh yeah, so you can see that. Okay, $19.99 your price. A real essential, I think, if you are a jewellery maker and just looking. I like this antique bronze. Can I just show you? Look at this, because it does transform a piece. So whether you want to give it that sort of vintage feel.
And also the antique bronze is quite a good colour to have if you're into your steampunk style of jewellery.
Yeah.
I tend to use quite a bit of the antique bronze for that.
We like this. So you're getting 12 metres in total. You're getting 1 metre of the 3 colourways with the large, so your gold colour, your antique bronze, and then your silver. 2 metres of the medium, so you're getting your gold and your antique bronze and your silver. And then with sort of platinum silver, the fine, you're getting 3 metres. 670737, your item number. Right, look at this. We've got an earring sample kit. Am I right in saying, correct me if I'm wrong, so you've brought this in the past as 2 separate
Yes.
kits, and you've merged the kits. Now, When we had them on before,
Yeah.
they were a great price.
They were.
So you've then taken another £12.50 off that price,
Yes.
merging them together.
So you've got a real good bumper kit here.
Well, £37.48. How many earrings can we make?
You can make 18 pairs of earrings, and they're really ornate earrings as well, not just little simple sort of one-drop designs.
That is incredible. So just over £1 an earring. No, £2 an earring.
Yep.
£2. Just over £2 an earring is incredible. £2.08 per earring, but these are really special earrings. And that, when I say per earring, per pair of earrings, that is a very, very good price. I mean, how much would you pay? Just having a look at these, they are real showstopper earrings. How much would you expect to pay for just one? If you were to sell, Jane, how much would you be selling?
The sort of large chandelier ones, sort of
Yeah.
anywhere between sort of £6 to £8 a pair.
Yeah.
Quite easily in my store.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that is more than reasonable. So look, gifts for yourself. Just enjoy making the jewellery, but getting such diversity in your stash. And if you've gone for the stand, you've got the perfect way to really store and display those earrings. Different shapes coming through, but beautiful, elegant, really eye-catching earrings that take you through, I think. You've got something for in the evening if you want those real jazzy, beautiful, sort of eye-catching earrings. But equally, you've got other earrings that I think will be also equally fitting for the day.
Definitely. And also, if you want to make some gifts for Christmas, special earrings for a friend or family for Christmas, they'd make a really statement
This
present.
is what we love about crafting. Because as a crafter, imagine creating the earrings for a friend or a loved one, family member, then creating the gift box. It's all about that homemade feel to it, handmade feel. Some tissue paper inside.
Yeah.
I like, okay. $37.48 is your price. You're saving $12.50. You can see the display stand, how well it's been incorporated with earrings, but I've got to tell you, with the display stand, it's technically gone.
That doesn't
You
surprise
called it,
me. I
Jane.
did say that wouldn't last long.
Just before, now obviously with the display stand, if you have ordered that, you're just getting the one. We're using it here. It's something Jane uses in her shop, and just before we went live, Jane turned to me and said, I don't think the display stand's going to last very long. And you were absolutely right. You know your onions. If it is in your onions, if it is in your basket, do make sure. I said Jane knows her onions. Do make sure to check out, because if it jumps out of your basket, I think someone else is going to nab it. All right, so I think it's going to be another day like yesterday. I've just forgotten how to speak. Now let's have a look here. Charm bracelets. These are beautiful, and I genuinely like both options. I don't sit on the fence. If an option jumps out at me, I'll always say it. But you know, this first option. So I watched with my little niece a well-known animation, and it was the second one.
Oh yes.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
This has got that feel to it. It's got that kind of frosty, frozen look. Isn't that special? These are lovely. So we're getting the charm, but we're also getting the keychain as well.
Yes. So you get enough in the kit to make both, but obviously, you know, I always say that I offer you a serving suggestion as to how to put the kit together. If you wanted to make one bracelet and make it really, really full of beads and charms, then you can do that. But the little key charms as well can go onto handbags or your keychain. And you can switch the charms about. So if you'd rather have the cute little polar bear onto your bracelet, you can swap them about.
I like how you describe it as a serving suggestion.
Yes.
That's a really nice way to put it. Jane, these are beautiful. I mean, for $15.99, I think that is an absolute bargain. I really do. And it looks great on your screen. It looks even better to the naked eye. That was your polar ice. And then we've got our Christmas tradition. And with the Christmas tradition, it really lives up to its name. It's such a beautiful, classic Christmas look. So you've got the iconic Christmas colours, your reds, your greens, beautiful charms in here as well. I mean, absolutely stunning. Your poinsettia. Actually, I'll just lift that up. So you've got your poinsettia, you've got your Christmas tree, all these lovely little detailed charms. I think this is a wonderful kit.
Yeah.
Really, really nice kit, Jane. I'm so glad you brought this to us today.
Thank you.
$15.99 your price, 250892 your item number there. Now, we shall progress down our journey. These are handy, jump rings.
They are.
We always need them.
They are ever popular. Having a variety of jump rings in different sizes and different colours, it's your staple that you use just so often. So.
First thing that strikes me, you're getting an awful lot here. They're weighty. In a good sense. It kind of gives you a sense of the quality with the jump rings. And I love this storage, because it's got the different compartments.
And they're nice and neat and compact as well. So if you're like me and end up sort of quite often crafting on the go, it means you haven't got to take a huge, great box out with you. You've got a nice little compact box containing everything that you need.
Yeah, fantastic. So we've got different colourways in here as well. Different sizes too, Jane?
Yes, so you've got your silver, which is in a range of sizes, and then your colourways, you've got a 5mm and a 7mm ring.
Beautiful.
Which is sort of a good sort of basic size to use for most projects.
This is going to keep you in jump rings for a considerable amount of time.
It will. It will last a long time.
Yeah. And you've got the key colourways in there as well. $22.99 for all 3 sets, and you can see just how much you are getting there. 698741 your item number, and you're getting approximately over 5,000 jump rings. 5,000.
I do have to say I went with the manufacturer's guidelines on that one. I didn't count them.
You do? Okay. Jane, I don't blame you.
That was a bit above and beyond.
Can you imagine count those? But look, it gives you just approximate guideline there. Right, $22.99 is your price, 698741 your item number. I'll pop those down. Now, last but certainly not least, when I came back in the studio after putting my mic on, across the studio, we've got a large studio here at Hochanda, these were just dazzling.
Yeah,
I can
me
see
too.
it on the
they
horizon.
really catch your eye, don't they?
Look at these. So tell us what we have here then, Jane.
So these are a sparkling bead. They're called a rondelle shape. Some people know them as an abacus shape. So they're basically a faceted sort of oval shaped bead, but they've got this amazing twinkle to them. So we've got sort of our metallic range here. So you get 10 strands. There'll be a variety of colours, and you will get some colours you'll have 2 strands of, but we've put as many colours as we can into the kits for you, and we've got them today in 2 different sizes.
So $19.99 your price, and you're just choosing large and small. This might be just the guy in me. I'd be inclined to go for the large, but then when would you? What would dictate where your preference would go?
It depends on what you're putting them together with. So if you're working with the Millefiori and you want to have this as keep your Millefiori as your hero bead, then I tend to go with the smaller rondelle, because that way then you're going to not overpower it.
So this is a smaller one. Just
it all depends on how delicate a piece that you're making, really. If you want a bolder sort of shimmer and sparkle, you use the larger bead. But you'll see that on some of the samples I've actually used the 2 sizes together, as they complement each other quite nicely.
So those are the choices. It's either your large or your small. And I'll just show you a couple of examples. Here's actually one where Jane has used both the large and the small, and they play very nicely together. And when you consider, Jane, again, breaking it down, so we're getting 10 strands.
Yes, and they're long strands as well.
So £2 a strand. It's just such good value for money.
And these, considering the purchase price in store, these are actually a really good price, because I sell them in store approximately sort of 1 long strand would be 4 little strands. Yeah. And they're about £1.60 a strand.
Ooh,
So because they come, I'm to put together a really big bumper kit here.
So that would be about £6 a strand. So that gives you an idea.
This is a really good value kit.
This is why I love working with you, Jane, because you've got a shop. You know how much these should be and the value. And I know Jane works so hard whenever she comes to visit us to give the best possible price. Have a look at this. Jane was mentioning just using a few as an accent piece. Isn't that a stunning piece of jewellery? So you can just see, you don't need to add a lot, but the way they capture the light, they absolutely dance.
And that lovely pendant as well is actually in one of our pendant kits.
Which, on our website?
Yes.
Brilliant. Do explore, and it's something we were chatting about, Jane and I, before the shop, because I know, before the show, you've got some of the kits you brought to in the past, and they're still on our website. So
yes, if you go to my brand shop on the website, you'll find there's lots of choices on there of different kits.
Stunning. Just having a look at another piece. All of these are so engaging as jewellery. I would imagine, Jane, when you wear one of your pieces, people do ask you, where did you get that?
Oh yes,
'Cause it
yeah,
stands
you always
out,
get
it's
comments
different.
because it's something you're making something so different and so unique that's not sort of just in a big brand high street store, so you can personalise that.
Beautiful. $19.99 your price. You just need to decide whether you want to go for the large or the small. The choice is yours. Or if you really want to take advantage of the savings, because this is, I mean, the prices on the show are very good, and I think a lot of jewellery makers out there will appreciate that. Double up. Get the large and the small, mix them together. I mean, the choice is yours, but it is worth a consideration. We're going to shop by brand. We did talk about this. I'm going to show you how easy it is. So Aldridge Crafts, just have a little look. You can shop by brand, and then you get to see all of the goodies. And you really, I mean, wow. Jane has put a lot onto our website, so do have a look. They are special prices, and you've got some great kits on there. So have a little explore at your own leisure. If you do have any questions as well, the lovely Jane is here this hour, and I know we'd love to hear from you. So studio@hochanda.com. If a demonstration or if something's playing on your mind or you do have a question, please get in touch. Studio@hochanda.com. Jane, should we start having a play?
That sounds a good plan to me.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to start off with the Millefiori set, and I thought I'd make a bracelet to sort of theme in with the sample piece that I've made. So I've gathered together, and I'm also featuring our starter kit as well, which the design board is really useful to have to organise all your pieces. So I've started with some tiger tail wire, and I've got all my beads laid out ready. So I'm going to start designing my piece. So the handy thing with the board is that you've actually got measurements on here. So if I know I want to make a certain length bracelet, I can design it in that way. So I can start laying out my beads. Lovely. And we'll feature in some of the large rondelles on this one.
These are beautiful.
So I thought that lovely sort of greeny mix would go in nicely with the colours of the beads.
And I would imagine, Jane, that this is the fun part where we get to break down the elements, and then you're recomposing it to what suits you.
Yeah, I mean, this is what takes all the time, to be honest. Doing the designing is the bit that takes
out. Lay it out.
Yes, and you can chop and change it around. So now I'm sort of looking at that and think, well, actually, would I want the bicone in the middle rather than the oval? So I can sort of swap it about and see what I prefer with my layout. So let's have a little look.
Nice.
So once you've decided on your layout, you can start threading your piece together. So we're going to start with tiger tail wire, which is a nylon coated wire. This is available in the starter kit, and I've also got a mixed colour tiger tail kit available as well. So if you'd rather work into a colour. And we're using our little crimp beads from our starter set as well. So I'm going to start by just feeding on a crimp bead, and then feeding on to a jump ring. This is always my ultimate challenge live on air, is feeding on crimp beads. Yeah. But what I do, even with my shaky hands, is I tense my wire over my finger to hold my crimp bead in place.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping, let me try and get the angle right for you so you can see that.
No, we can see that.
Okay. And then I can just then nudge it along. So even if you do have a little bit of a tremor, which I do, you can still keep control of where that is. And I'm just going to nudge that up. I want to leave a little tiny loop because you don't want to do it too tight. Yeah. And then I'm going to grab my flat nose pair of pliers and just squeeze that flat. Nice. And that is our fixing. So that wire is nice and secure. So I'm going to start off with just a little metal bead at the end, just to start me off. Okay. And then I'm going to start feeding my beads on. So my big oval Millefiori, and then I'm going to use a little spacer bead, and I'm going to use some bead caps that I happen to have just to surround. And that's the nice thing with beads as well, is, I mean, if you're a beader, you've always got a stash of goodies that you've picked up here, there and everywhere, and just by introducing some fresh new beads, it sort of revives